Hey guys, it's Bear from the Bear Cycling Outdoors Club right here in Klingerstown, Pennsylvania, coming at you with our 2-year review of the Camp Chef Alpine barrel stove. You guys can see this thing handles full-size logs, has some nice substantial gridiron up there on top of the first cooking plate there. So this thing is not going to work. Has a really nice door here with a no burn handle here. It does not have a gasket around it, but you can see you do not need one. Now this thing is pretty nice. It's nice and solid build. It is 2 feet in depth by a foot across and a foot deep. It comes with these racks here that are removable on both sides that extend the top surface here to over 30 inches. It has 4 legs here with thumb tightening screws. What I recommend though is bringing a pair of pliers with and tightening them up, because you don't want this coming down in the middle of the night. Now this is one solid piece of cast iron, boys, girls, so this thing can hook, cook, and heat you out of your tent. So make sure you keep a window open at least. And I'm not kidding, I am in a 15-foot round, 10-person hot tent right now, and it's over 100 degrees in here with the door and the windows open on 2 sides here. Now this comes with 10 sections, a 2-foot long galvanized pipe. It's nested inside each other, small to large. And after about 2 years of use, you can see the pipe's got a little deformed, but it's not leaking anything. And this isn't galvanized pipe like you guys are going to say in the comments. It's going to kill you. Nothing comes off of this other than heat. You guys can see it does have a nice flue pipe, and inside there is a metal plate inside here that you have to assemble prior to putting that pipe on. But yeah, it lights up very nice. Doesn't take long to start. It drafts very, very well. And these are the only vents here. That's the only damper. But if you leave this bad boy wide open, this thing is going to burn through about 5 or 6 logs every hour or so. But if you cut that down a little bit, this will last all night. You can pack it solid, and you don't have to overfire the stove or anything in order to do it. And you can see we'll step outside here, and I'll show you the rest of the pipe here. Now it does give you enough pipe to make it up over the peak of your tent. And you can see how efficiently it burns. There's no smoke, just all heat. The pipes don't discolor that much. And you guys can use the little, looks like chicken wire mesh top that goes over the top. Spark arrestor, or I would suggest buying a cap from Tractor Supply. They're like 20 bucks. You're gonna plan on camping in the rain a lot, but I'm not really camping in the rain right now. Currently it's just drizzling a little bit. I ain't too worried about it. A little bit that goes in the stove is gonna evaporate right out. But yeah, I am in a 15-foot go here canvas hot tent, and this thing heats it in about 10 minutes. And it's currently about 80 degrees in here. You guys can see my old school TV over here, my double cot here. Not because I'm camping with anybody, but because I like to spread out. Why not be comfortable, right? But yes, this tent stove here is definitely a winner. Comes in at about 75 pounds. Not sure if I mentioned that. So you definitely will not be backpacking this anywhere. But if you have a sled or a 4-wheeler, going to a walk-in campsite, this is a win. I mean, you can put a full-size skillet on there and a pot, a coffee pot on the other side of the pipe there. And you can make breakfast, lunch, and dinner, no sweating inside your tent. And you won't have any screaming, wild, upset family members upset about being cold, because this thing will heat you out of your tent if you're not careful. So yeah, hit me up in the comments. You guys got any questions? All right, peace.